7 foods for seniors with health conditions, high BP, diabetes, joint pain that actually help. Hey there! If you are over 65 and dealing with diabetes, high blood pressure, or joint pain, you have probably wondered which foods might be working against you. Today, I am sharing 7 simple food swaps that can help support your health without making you feel like you are on some crazy diet. These are not miracle cures or secret solutions. They are just smart choices that many seniors have found helpful when managing their health conditions. Let me be clear about something first. I am not telling you to throw away your medications or ignore your doctor's advice. These food swaps work best when you use them alongside proper medical care. Every person is different, and what helps one senior might not work the same way for another. Always talk to your healthcare team before making big changes to what you eat. The good news is that you do not need to give up flavor or satisfaction to eat in a way that supports your health. Most of these swaps taste just as good as what you are eating now, and some might even taste better once you get used to them. The key is making changes slowly and finding what works for your taste buds and your lifestyle. Number 7. Sweet potatoes instead of white potatoes. White potatoes are not evil, but if you have diabetes or prediabetes, they can make your blood sugar spike pretty fast. Sweet potatoes give you that same comfort food feeling without causing such a big jump in your glucose levels. The difference comes down to how quickly your body breaks down the starches in each type of potato. When you eat a white potato, especially mashed or baked without the skin, your blood sugar can shoot up within 30 minutes. This happens because white potatoes have what doctors call a high glycemic index. Sweet potatoes have more fiber and take longer for your body to process, which means your blood sugar rises more slowly and stays more stable. You can make sweet potato mashed just like regular mashed potatoes. Peel them, boil them until soft, then mash with a little butter and milk. Some people add a pinch of cinnamon or nutmeg for extra flavor. Sweet potato fries are another great option. Cut them into wedges, toss with a little olive oil and salt. Then bake at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. The fiber in sweet potatoes also helps with digestion and can make you feel full longer. This is helpful if you are trying to manage your weight, which often goes hand in hand with diabetes management. Plus, sweet potatoes have more vitamin A than white potatoes, which is good for your eyes and immune system. If you really love white potatoes and do not want to give them up completely, try eating smaller portions and always include some protein or healthy fat with them. This can help slow down how fast your blood sugar rises. But for most days, sweet potatoes are a simple swap that can make a real difference in how you feel after meals. Number 6. Herbs and spices instead of extra salt. Too much salt can be a problem if you have high blood pressure, but food without flavor is just plain boring. The good news is that herbs and spices can make your food taste amazing without adding any sodium. Once you start using more herbs and spices, you might find that heavily salted food actually tastes too salty. Garlic powder is one of the best places to start. It adds a rich, savory flavor to almost everything. You can use it on vegetables, meat, or even sprinkle it on your sweet potato fries. Fresh garlic is even better if you do not mind chopping it up. Black pepper, paprika, and onion powder are other easy spices that add lots of flavor without any salt. Fresh herbs like parsley, cilantro, and basil can make simple dishes taste like you spent hours cooking. You can grow these in small pots on a sunny windowsill if you have one. Dried herbs work too and last much longer. Oregano, thyme, and rosemary are all great for adding flavor to chicken, fish, or roasted vegetables. Lemon juice is another fantastic salt substitute. It brightens up the flavor of almost any dish and works especially well with fish and vegetables. You can squeeze fresh lemon on your food right before eating, or add lemon zest when you are cooking. Lime juice works the same way and gives food a slightly different flavor. If you are used to eating a lot of salt, this change might take a few weeks to get used to. Your taste buds need time to adjust. Start by cutting your salt use in half and adding more herbs and spices. After a week or two, try cutting the salt even more. Most people find that their food tastes better and more interesting once they make this switch. Number 5. Fatty fish instead of red meat twice a week. Red meat is not bad for you, but if you have arthritis or joint pain, eating fatty fish like salmon or sardines a couple times a week might help reduce inflammation in your body. Fish also tends to be easier to digest than red meat, which some seniors find helpful. Salmon is probably the easiest fatty fish to start with, because most people like the taste, and you can buy it fresh or frozen at any grocery store. You can bake it with some herbs, grill it, or even buy canned salmon for quick meals. Sardines might sound scary if you have never tried them, but they are actually quite mild and come already cooked in the can. The omega-3 fatty acids in these fish are what may help with inflammation. These are natural compounds that your body uses to help manage swelling and pain. You cannot get the same type of omega-3s from plant foods, so fish really is special in this way. Some seniors notice their joints feel a little better after eating fatty fish regularly for a few months. Mackerel and tuna are other good options, but be careful with tuna because some types can be high in mercury. Light tuna in cans is usually fine, but limit albacore tuna to once a week. If you do not like fish at all, you can ask your doctor about omega-3 supplements, but getting nutrients from food is usually better than taking pills. You do not need to give up red meat completely. Just try having fish instead of beef or pork for 2 meals each week. Many people find this gives them more variety in their diet and helps them feel less heavy after meals. Fish also cooks faster than most meat, which can be helpful on busy days. Number 4. Brown rice or quinoa instead of white rice. White rice is another food that can make blood sugar spike quickly, especially if you have diabetes. Brown rice and quinoa both give you that satisfying feeling without causing such big swings in your glucose levels. They also have more nutrients than white rice. Brown rice is just white rice that still has its outer layer, which contains fiber and B vitamins. It takes a little longer to cook than white rice, usually about 45 minutes instead of 20 minutes. The texture is slightly chewier, but most people get used to it quickly. You can use brown rice in any recipe that calls for white rice. Quinoa is technically not a grain, but you can use it just like rice. It has more protein than rice and cooks faster than brown rice, usually in about 15 minutes. Quinoa has a slightly nutty flavor that many people really enjoy. You cook it the same way as rice. 2 cups of water for every cup of quinoa. Both brown rice and quinoa have more fiber than white rice, which means they help keep your blood sugar more stable and can help you feel full longer. The fiber is also good for your digestive system and may help lower cholesterol levels. These benefits can be especially important for seniors who are managing multiple health conditions. If you find brown rice or quinoa too different at first, try mixing them half and half with white rice for a few weeks. This gives you some of the benefits while letting your taste buds adjust slowly. You can also try adding some herbs or cooking them in low-sodium chicken broth instead of water for extra flavor. Number 3. Greek yogurt instead of regular yogurt or ice cream. Greek yogurt has much more protein than regular yogurt and way less sugar than ice cream, but it can still satisfy your craving for something creamy and sweet. The extra protein is especially good for seniors because it helps keep your muscles strong as you age. Regular yogurt often has 6 to 8 grams of protein per serving, while Greek yogurt usually has 15 to 20 grams. This extra protein can help you feel full longer and gives your body the building blocks it needs to maintain muscle mass. As we get older, we naturally start losing muscle, so getting enough protein becomes more important. Plain Greek yogurt is the healthiest choice because flavored varieties often have lots of added sugar. You can make plain Greek yogurt taste great by adding fresh berries, a drizzle of honey, or some chopped nuts. If you are watching your blood sugar, berries are a better choice than honey because they have fiber that helps slow down sugar absorption. You can also use Greek yogurt in cooking. It works great as a substitute for sour cream on baked potatoes or in recipes. Some people use it instead of mayo in chicken salad or potato salad. It adds creaminess and tang without as much fat or calories as regular mayo. If you love ice cream and this swap seems too dramatic, try starting with frozen Greek yogurt or making your own by freezing Greek yogurt with some berries mixed in. It will not taste exactly like ice cream, but it might satisfy your craving while giving your body better nutrition. Number 2. Colorful vegetables instead of processed snacks. This one might sound obvious, but hear me out. I'm not talking about forcing yourself to eat raw carrots when you really want potato chips. I'm talking about finding vegetables that actually taste good and satisfy your need for something crunchy or flavorful. Roasted vegetables can be just as satisfying as many processed snacks, and they do not leave you feeling sluggish afterward. Bell peppers, zucchini, and cauliflower all get sweet and slightly crispy when you roast them in the oven. Cut them into bite-sized pieces, toss with a little olive oil and your favorite herbs, then roast at 400 degrees for 20 to 30 minutes. Raw vegetables with hummus or guacamole can give you that satisfying crunch you get from chips, but with much better nutrition. Cherry tomatoes, cucumber slices, and baby carrots are all naturally crispy and refreshing. The protein in hummus or healthy fats in guacamole help make these snacks more filling. The antioxidants in colorful vegetables may help reduce inflammation throughout your body. Different colors usually mean different types of antioxidants, so eating a variety gives you the most benefits. Red bell peppers have different antioxidants than green ones, and purple cabbage has different ones than regular cabbage. If you hate vegetables, try preparing them differently than you did in the past. Many people who think they hate vegetables actually just hate how they were cooked when they were kids. Steaming until mushy makes most vegetables taste bland and unappetizing. Try roasting, grilling, or eating them raw instead. Number 1. Water with lemon instead of sugary drinks. This might be the most important swap on this list, especially if you drink soda, sweet tea, or fruit juice regularly. These drinks can cause your blood sugar to spike even faster than eating candy, and they do not make you feel full the way solid food does. A 12-ounce can of regular soda has about 40 grams of sugar, which is more than most people should have in an entire day. Diet sodas do not have sugar, but some research suggests the artificial sweeteners might affect your gut bacteria in ways that could make blood sugar control harder over time. Plain water can be boring, but adding fresh lemon makes it much more interesting without adding sugar or calories. You can also try other citrus fruits like lime or orange, or add cucumber slices for a refreshing twist. Some people like adding fresh mint leaves or berries to their water. Staying well hydrated becomes more important as you age, because your sense of thirst often gets weaker. Many seniors do not drink enough water, which can lead to fatigue, confusion, and constipation. Having flavored water that actually tastes good makes it much easier to drink enough throughout the day. If you are used to drinking several sugary drinks per day, this change can make a huge difference in how you feel. Many people notice they have more energy and fewer blood sugar swings within just a few days of making this swap. Your taste buds will also start to adjust, and overly sweet drinks might start tasting too sweet. You can make big batches of flavored water by adding lemon slices to a pitcher and keeping it in your refrigerator. This makes it easy to pour a glass whenever you want something to drink. Some people find that having good-tasting water ready to go helps them avoid reaching for less healthy options. The most important thing to remember is that you do not need to make all these changes at once. Pick one swap that sounds easiest or most appealing to you and try it for a week or two. Once that feels normal, you can add another swap if you want to. Some of these changes might save you money too. Water costs much less than soda, and cooking more at home with simple ingredients is usually cheaper than buying processed foods. Sweet potatoes and brown rice are not expensive, and herbs and spices last a long time once you buy them. Pay attention to how you feel when you make these swaps. Many people notice they have more steady energy throughout the day when they eat foods that keep their blood sugar more stable. Others find that reducing salt helps them feel less puffy, or that eating more vegetables helps with digestion. Remember that managing health conditions as you age is about finding what works for your body and your lifestyle. These food swaps are tools that might help, but they work best when combined with regular medical care, staying active as much as you can, and getting good sleep. If you try one of these swaps and do not like it, that is perfectly fine. There are many ways to eat healthily, and what works for one person might not work for another. The goal is finding nutritious foods that you actually enjoy eating and that fit into your daily routine. Which of these swaps sounds most doable for you? Start there and see how it goes. Small changes can add up to big improvements in how you feel over time. Before you go, if this video helped you, please give it a like and share it with other seniors who might find these tips useful. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss our upcoming videos about healthy aging. Drop a comment below and tell me which food swap you want to try first. I love hearing from you. Quick reminder, this video is for educational purposes only. Always talk to your doctor or healthcare provider before making changes to your diet, especially if you take medications or have health conditions.